This is my review of Avengers Infinity War. This is my first video. Hope you enjoy. This is a spoiler review. There are going to be spoilers. I'm giving you a warning. 3, 2, 1. Avengers Infinity War was a very good movie. It received very good critical reception. And it's good, because if it doesn't receive good. You can't make any more. This movie made a bunch of money, but what's my opinion on it? Well, we're about to find out. First of all, I really like the movie. If you want to know my score now without spoilers, it's 9.5 out of 10. Good movie, lacking in a few areas. There are a lot of things to like about this movie, but what do I like about it? I love the acting. All the acting is really good. Josh Brolin as Thanos is really good. And can I mention, the CGI on him look really, really good. Speaking of which, all the special effects in this movie are amazing. The visual effects work quite well, and aren't just there as a product for the movie. They actually serve a purpose, and they're really done well. Some of them don't look as good as others, but hey, what do I know? Speaking and back to the acting, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange was really good. He got a whole lot more time to shine, and I liked him far better in this movie than I did in Doctor Strange. No offense to that movie, because that movie's also great. I'm just saying. Robert Downey Jr. did a great job. Tom Holland did a great job. We'll get to him in a second. And everyone else is good. Chris Hemsworth also improved. It seems like between this and Thor Ragnarok, Chris Hemsworth as Thor is becoming more of a likable character. Speaking of which, the team-ups. All the team-ups in this movie are really good. You can see people interacting with with certain people, how they would react. The Thor interacts with the Guardians the way he should interact with them. They all have funny banter, funny dialogue. Some of the jokes didn't work, but hey, it's a Marvel movie. It's gonna have jokes that don't work. What do you expect? Like the "what are those" joke in Black Panther. Oh Jesus. Speaking of Black Panther, he gets absolutely nothing to do. And I guess this is where we start with the negatives. Don't worry, we'll get back to the positives in a bit. Some characters don't get as much time as other characters. There are a lot of underused characters, believe it or not. Characters that don't get a lot of screen time. Black Panther, Black Widow, Falcon. And actually, I would say Don Cheadle, but he gets a fair amount of screen time. And Okoye, if you don't know. Okoye, she was in Black Panther, which you don't need to necessarily watch before seeing this movie, so. All the action was really good. I never found myself bored during the action scenes. The best action scene, I would say, is probably on Planet Titan. If you don't know what Planet Titan is, that's Thanos' homeworld. It was really well choreographed, really well acted, and really well everything. I'll get into the character deaths in a minute. Overall, I enjoyed myself. Now let's talk real spoilers. Spoilers beginning in 3, 2, 1. So the biggest spoiler for this movie, I guess, is the deaths, and boy, are there a lot of deaths. First of all, let's start with the big one. Spider-Man and Black Panther. I understand why they would kill these characters, because they're fan favorites. But I don't understand Black Panther. He was just in your last movie, so why would you do that, Marvel? It makes sense. And speaking of all the characters that were killed off, I don't remember all of them necessarily since I've seen the movie once, but I'm going to list off the ones I remember. Doctor Strange, Star-Lord, Gamora, Spider-Man, Black Panther, in process of thought, and that's about all I can remember. More died, but hey. That's all to be researched later. Characters who didn't die, I was quite interested. And I want to see where this movie ends. I'm kind of interested to see where this movie ends and the next movie begins. Speaking of the beginning of the next movie, there was a post-credit scene for Captain Marvel, and she was using a pager. Now I'm pretty sure that the end of this movie takes place in the 1990s. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. The ending shows a pager with Captain Marvel's symbol on it. I was really intrigued, even though I knew it was going to be the after credit scene, but it was still nice. It was good to see Samuel Jackson even though he wasn't on screen that much. But it's always good to see Samuel Jackson. Other things I liked were the acting, I told you. The visual effects, I told you. The action was good. Everything was good. I felt the character deaths were handled pretty well. So when Spider-Man died, I'm not gonna lie, I started tearing up. I didn't start tearing up till that moment. When Gamora died, it was also a very interesting moment. Because she was one of the main Guardians, and they just threw her off the roof. Or not a roof, it was a mountain, so Thanos could get the Soul Stone. Speaking of the ending was really creative. I didn't think he would find a way to get all 6 Infinity Stones. And he did, turning Vision into a white piece of dust. Oh well. Scarlet Witch gets smacked up. Thor throws his hammer in a quite awesome scene. And throws it in his chest. You think he's dead, and then he's like, nope, gotcha. Snaps his fingers, everyone's dead. Or are they? He sees Baby Gamora, and then Baby Gamora's like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You're a failure now. And then he reverses time. Or he does this, and he comes back, and his Finley gauntlet is completely smashed. And he's like, well, how'd that happen? So he goes back. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. He goes back, and all the characters start disappearing to dust. Oh, now I start remembering. It's Bucky. That's pretty much all I can remember. Most of the characters are gone now. Where this movie's gonna pick off, nobody knows. So yeah, if you can't tell, I enjoyed the movie. There will be a bigger spoiler part once I watch it again, but this is what you're getting so far. This is my first video. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day. See ya!